this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. I've made up my mind that I'm going to do these before and afters again this year, but while doing my shopping, which is so tediously boring, I think of other things while I'm doing it. Normally means I come home without something, but not this time. Most important thing was I'd run out of wine, so I had to go today. Can't have an evening without a glass of wine. Oh, go mad. Yeah, so these before and afters, I came up with an idea that's going to make it a lot tidier and a lot easier to do. Mainly because I don't envisage getting lots of new orchids this year. You know, as I've said, my workload is almost up to its limit. I could add more in, but it adds length of time, especially for mounted orchids on a daily basis this time of year. You know, moving more plants to get at other plants. You know, the workload is quite high. I'm happy with it as it is. Just to let you know, I have bought another orchid. It's been on my wish list since Danny was back in balcony days, and if you don't know what I mean, it's a while ago, before she moved to Greece. And the first time I ever saw that orchid, it was just one of those I thought, I've got to have that. I've been trying to get that freaking thing ever since, but I've found one, and it doesn't look a bad plant, and it should be on its way today. Don't know how long it's going to take to get here, but it's a single purchase, so, you know, probably the most expensive orchid I've ever bought and probably will ever buy, but it's just one I gotta have. Just hope it's a good one when it gets here, but if it's not a brilliant plant, it'll be up to me to make it a brilliant plant. You know, I'd sacrifice other plants to fit that one in. It's just got to be done. So obviously there'll be an unboxing video hopefully this week. You know, if it leaves where it's coming from today, it should get here this week. You know, it's a proper tracked item and everything. Cost me an arm and a leg. Don't normally pay lots of money for orchids. I normally haggle and do deals, as you know. Yeah, so this before and after stuff, I'm going to do them in sets. So like I'll put all the noblies somewhere where I can film them all at once and just point out, you know, the things about each one, but without having to individually film the plants, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to do them in sets. So there'll be a nobile set, there'll be a winter rest dendrobium set, there'll be other types of dendrobiums, what's left. You know, there'll be a cattleya set, there'll be an Orengis set, a Vanda set, a Phalaenopsis set. Yes, I will include the Phalaenopsis. Everybody thinks I hate the things. I don't. They're just not my most important orchids because they don't need any effort or care. They just look after themselves. And this year there'll be a Bulbophyllum set. You know, that's something I never had any of last May. Now I've got some. So that's what I'm going to do. Do them in sets. So I'll make somewhere where I can put the set out, do a collective filming. This is what they look like. And then when I come to do what they look like at the end of the growing season, I'll try and put them out in the same way, in the same relative place to each other. And I think that will work a lot better and keep the videos an awful lot shorter, but still show what I want to show. So that's my plan I had while I was shopping. As I said, I find shopping so tedious. I know some people enjoy it, I don't. It's just an evil necessity, you know, when you run out of food or wine, you've got to go shopping, you know. I suppose I could have it delivered, but that costs far too much. I'd rather just go and get it. Then I can pick up special offers and stuff. Anyway, so yes, I will go ahead with it. This is sort of confirmation of the plan going ahead. But in a far, far better organised way than I did it last time. It was a bit of a spur-of-the-moment thing last time. And filmed it all on my old camera, so the quality weren't too good. So we'll do a better job of it this time, and yeah, I'll be interested in doing it, let alone hopefully you'll be interested in watching it. So see you again next time. Looks like the foggers are kicking in, so that must mean the temperature's slowly climbing up today. Apparently we're in for a real cold snap, seriously cold. You know, Arctic weather coming down from up north and making its way down as far as where I am on the south coast. So very cold frosty mornings, and the breeze and everything like that will have a bitter feel to it apparently, so it sounds like a good day to stay in the grow room. We really could do with some rain though. We haven't had rain for, must be heading up to 4 weeks now, so outside is starting to suffer. It really is, you know. Still, we may get some this week. They're threatening snow. Yeah, snow at the end of April in the south of the UK. I'll believe it when I see it. See you next time. Bye for now. I think this might be one of those days when lots of silly little outstanding jobs get done. That's where a Vanda was. Now, sacrifice. Getting a Vanda off a mount when it's actually attached, a couple of roots, including one that was sprouting and another that was sprouting, and one that was actually broken but still sprouting. So lost a couple of roots, but that Vanda could not stay on that mount too much longer because it's going to grow, and then I'm stuck with it permanently attached to a piece of wood, which makes watering it difficult. So it's off its mount, it's got its own little hook with its own little label. Strange name, this one, Salva della Penna. There's an ascosenda, so it's probably the ascocentrum element of that hybrid, maybe even two ascocentrums. No, it was going to be an ascocentrum crossed with a Vanda. Most of the ascocentrums got recategorized as Vandas. So if it's a Vanda crossed with a Vanda, it's just a flipping Vanda. Anyway, I mean, it's only a young plant, not expecting blooms on that at least until next year. But what I need to do is make sure it hydrates nicely, and the new roots that are pushing out near the top, one there and one there, don't attach to anything. They hang free. That's how I grow my Vandas. Some of them are in little open baskets that the roots grow through. You can always cut those off. But I just want that hanging free. It's got a nice long hook because it's going to grow. So eventually that hook will be hidden by the plant as it gets bigger and bigger. And it's got a metal hook very loose around the plant because that will get wider as it gets older. So it's got room to expand, can always be replaced, and a little plastic tie just to stop it wobbling around on its hook. Yeah, so another little job off the list. And now the most important job of the day, because today I flipping earned it. Now I'm going to have a flipping good sit down and enjoy that. That was hard work, putting that little cap over the fan. All the pieces had to be cut. I had to cut angles on the top of the side bits to fit against the 45-degree roof. I had to drill holes, put the screws in from the inside, and then nobody to hold it on the outside to do the screws up, so I had to get a piece of wood and jam it in against it and the fence and do the screws up from the inside. That was hard work. My back hurts now. Just a quick follow on, and thanks to Anna Maria we can now do the ceremony of chucking away the rubbish tag, which just says Miltoniopsis hybrid white, because that's the only information I had, and we can put a proper tag in there. It is her Alexander. I was pretty sure, but I knew Anna Maria had one, and she's checked it up for me and added a comment saying yes, that's what it is. So there, my only properly labelled Miltoniopsis. It deserves a proper label. That is pretty special, that one. Looks better in the daylight, doesn't it, rather than earlier on today when it's it was as bleary-eyed as I was at that time of day, I think. Okay, see you next time.